Around the world, nearly 16,300,000 people have been infected, or at least have had positive tests for infection, right? The real number is probably larger. About a quarter of those positive tests, Americans. More than 4 million people in the United States have been infected. 30 million Americans suffering from unemployment. Their enhanced benefits expire this week. Laura Podesta live with the latest on the pandemic for CBS News in New York City. And Laura, one of the nation's leading doctors, says infection numbers will keep climbing if at least 5 states can't get COVID-19 under control.
Good morning, Jason. That's absolutely correct. So Kentucky, Indiana, Ohio, Tennessee, and Virginia, those are the 5 states that Dr. Deborah Birx says should close their bars, should really adhere to the social distancing rules and wearing masks in order to not become another Arizona or Texas or Florida where we've been seeing this surge. You mentioned the expiring of the economic stimulus bill this week. We know that the Senate is still hammering out a new version of the bill. There are some murmurings that there will be an extension of the extra coronavirus bonus, but it won't be as much as the $600 per week that so many millions of Americans have come to rely on. Jason.
Yeah, that'll be a big change, big change. Little endearing news, Laura. Recent studies suggest Americans are showing pretty good resilience during the tough times of this pandemic.
Yes, I love this story or this survey. We were so worried about people feeling lonely, feeling isolated when they were put under quarantine or if they had to socially distance from friends and family. But this survey from Florida State University College of Medicine finds that the measures that were put in place early on did not lead to an uptick in loneliness in the first months of the pandemic. So they did survey 2,000 people. They checked in on them in February before this pandemic started, again in March, and again in April, and no uptick in loneliness. So people were able to stay in touch via Zoom or phone calls or perhaps a socially distancing meeting with a neighbor. But really positive story there.
That is good news. Laura, I know you're also following the nationwide protests. We've seen them continuing in support of the Black Lives Matter movement, but there were some that did see violence over the weekend.
Yes, if you were glued to your TV or if you were online this weekend, you might have seen some really violent images coming out of Seattle, coming out of Portland again. These peaceful protests turned violent, and in many cases, federal agents did have to use tear gas and other measures in order to disperse protesters. And I want to talk about Austin, Texas, because there a 28-year-old protester named Garrett Foster was killed. Police say he was carrying an AK-47. He approached a car or was walking near a car when someone inside that car opened fire. Police took that person into custody, and they said that they were acting in self-defense, having seen Foster carrying that AK-47. And in Aurora, Colorado, some scary images when a Jeep drove through a crowd of demonstrators who were protesting on an interstate in Aurora, Colorado. No one was injured by the car speeding through them. People were able to scatter quickly, but 2 people were injured when one of the protesters during the chaos opened fire, and 1 protester was shot. Another was just grazed by a bullet. Both are expected to survive. Jason.
Okay, Laura Podesta live in New York this morning. Laura, thank you.